Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment. And here we go again. Lenry Henry coming out and saying stupid shit. So, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power is out. The first two episodes are now on Amazon. You can watch them. I'd advise you probably not to because they are bad. In the sense that they're just slow, boring, nothing happens. There's too much trying to happen with characters and just nothing. So, Rotten Tomatoes, the shill site, scores have come out. And the scores from the fans, the audience, was at 41%. No, sorry, they were actually lower than that. They were 30 something percent with a 1001 reviews from fans. And guess what happened? Well, that shifted. It shifted to all of a sudden the score was 47. But the user rating went down to 700 and something or another. Over 300 reviewers were gone. Well, currently the show from the fan scores, the audience score, is 36%. And the critics score, the critics numbers keep going up and up and up and up for the amount of reviews, but the score has remained at 84. Isn't that amazing? Hasn't changed. So clearly the fans have spoken out and said, yeah, this isn't Tolkien, this is trash. What does Lenry Henry do? Well, here comes the old favourite. It's all down to racism. Yep. This comes from Bounding Into Comics. The Rings of Power star Lenry Henry implies critics of Amazon's race swapping are racist. And he quotes, "They have no trouble believing in a dragon, but can't accept that a black person could be a hobbit or an elf." So let's look at a bit of this. So, like so many before him who have defaulted to the same tired excuse in order to defend any number of live-action Hollywood adaptations from criticism against the given project's bastardization of its source material, series star Lenry Henry has dismissed critics of the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, race swapping of J.R.R. Tolkien's original creations as nothing more than racists who can't handle the idea that a black person could be a member of the court, or a hobbit, or an elf. He's so full of shit. So, he says he's always loved fantasy. I've been reading comics since I was 9. Tolkien was from Birmingham, and the Shire is based on the Lickey, or I think that's how it's pronounced, hills in Birmingham. And it all feels very like something to me. However, despite feeling this connection to Rings of Power, or Lord of the Rings, Henry then noted that often when you're watching these things, you don't see yourself as a black person. But what's interesting about this being told from a 21st century perspective, things are being reconfigured, and I like that. I agreed to be in the show because maybe some kid will be watching this one day and they'll see Ismael Cruz Cardova or Sophia Namavet, and they'll see me and go, yeah, I can wield a sword. Yeah, I can rock a bow and arrow. This is a groundbreaking moment. Shut the fuck up, Lenry Henry. You show me right now, pull out the receipts, show me where anybody who is giving this thing a score that's below 5 goddamn stars. Show me right now where they are criticizing the show for casting black people. You can't do it, can you? Do you know why you can't do it? Because it doesn't happen. That's right, it doesn't happen. You're so full of shit with all this fucking racism bullshit that you just keep spewing out when stuff doesn't work. The argument people have had isn't that, oh, it can't have black people in it. It's the characters who they've swapped to be black make no sense in the world. Elves are described in the books, described by J.R.R. Tolkien him goddamn self, that the elves are of fair skin. That's white, whether you like it or not. That's what it is. That's what those characters are described as. That's who they are. How the fuck can a goddamn dwarf who lives underground in caves be goddamn black when they don't get the sun? How? We can clearly see there's humans in the show. The majority of them that are showing up are black. No one cares. That's where you could introduce black characters. And no one has complained about you being a black hobbit. The complaint about you being in the show is that there shouldn't be hobbits. Oh, I'm sorry, we're Harfoots, we're not hobbits. Harfoots are hobbits, you goddamn idiots. So, your little argument for this is so disingenuous. It really is. You all keep spewing out this BS of, oh, it's because of this and it's because of that. Do you know who's getting the most criticism in this show? Who's the most disliked character of the entire show? Do you know who it is? It's Morfydd Clark, the white person. That's right. And the only reason we haven't heard about the backlash of, oh, it's sexism with her, is because they know the character of Galadriel is absolutely loved by everybody. So it would go against your narrative to try and say, oh, you don't like her because she's a woman. It's so ridiculous. We are so sick of hearing this. No one has a problem with black people being in the goddamn show. We've an issue with you changing the characters who are described in the books. You have no problem believing in a dragon because the dragon is written in the goddamn book. A dragon is a dragon. A dragon is a dragon. If the dragon landed and started barking like a dog, you'd hear complaints from people going, why the fuck is it barking? You're so stupid. You really are with this fucking narrative of this crap. Oh, it can't be just that your show is shit, can it? It's not just like we're looking at it going, my God, how did they get this world wrong? Oh, that's right, because you just wanted it to be Game of Thrones. Even the goddamn opening title scene is Game of Thrones. The font on the writing for saying Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power is Game of Thrones style. But no, it can't be that you just wrote a bad show, poorly acted it, had horrible, horrendous dialogue. Couldn't be any of that. No, it has to be we don't like it because there's black people in it. So you're saying we can't accept a black elf. Why is there only one? Why is there only one goddamn black elf? There's been at least 7 people on screen in the first 2 episodes. Human people that are black. Half the Shire. Oh, sorry, it's not the Shire. Half of the goddamn Harfoots are black. Why is there only one black elf? You have Sophia Navet going out there spewing all this. She's the face of redress, of balance, and all this fucking horseshit of racial crap. And you know what the problem is? You sit down, you watch the show, and she's actually an okay character. She actually wasn't annoying are out of place. She seemed normal and likeable. But no, before the show even airs, they're out there spewing all this crap. You need to change your tune. Show me where it says no one's liking this show because there's black people in it. Such a tired and bullshit narrative, because you know it doesn't exist. You want to bring in modern day politics and everything. If you want to be talking politics and all that, go be a goddamn politician. If you don't, shut up and act. I'll leave it there for this one. Cheers. Catch you in the next.